You want a gun that has this nice classic type of look, that has a beautiful wooden or laminate stock, that has a barrel made by one of the top manufacturers in the world, a gun that is reliable and will get the job done without breaking the bank. Then perhaps this is the gun for you. And before we begin, a few words about the specs of this gun. Overall length 110 centimeters, barrel length 58 centimeters, and it's a genuine Luther Walther. Starting from the front, there is a threaded adapter for an additional suppressor provided by the brand itself, and it's protected by an end cap. The suppressor itself is not so big, roughly 10 centimeters or 4 inches in length. That would be the back side, and the type of thread is clearly stated. That's the front. You can unscrew the caps on both ends and clean or maybe exchange the internals, whatever you like. A nice and clearly visible manometer with indications in bar. Maximum fuel pressure of the gun is 240. The fuel port is protected by this ring, which moves smoothly. Picatinny accessory rails at the front and back of the stock. You can attach anything like a bipod or a monopod, whatever you please. You can also attach a sling. The scope rail is an 11mm dovetail, which is something I personally don't like. I'm a fan of the Picatinny or Weaver. The bolt is fully ambidextrous. You can exchange it from right to left by unscrewing this hex screw right here. But the 10-shot magazine can be inserted from left to right only. In order to load the magazine, you have to rotate the cover counterclockwise first. Then insert the first pellet from the opposite side, skirt in first. From this point onwards, you can load all the rest of the chambers. Nice two-stage fully adjustable trigger, and the trigger blade is made of metal, which I particularly like. The safety is inside the trigger guard. Left is fire, right is safe. And being the sport version of the PX-5, the laminate stock offers additional adjustability. The cheek piece and the butt plate can be adjusted vertically. Loosen those two hex screws and you can adjust the cheek piece. And this right here is the hex screw for adjusting the butt plate vertically. And I almost forgot, you can also adjust the butt plate horizontally. Unscrew those hex screws right here, and through this wheel you can extend it. The same way you can put it back in. And I forgot to say that this is a regulated gun. I couldn't find information anywhere about the factory preset working pressure of the regulator, but my experience with the chronograph shows that the regulator is set to 120 bar. Anything else you'd like to know about the gun? You can find in the user manual. I hope you found this information useful. Now let me briefly take you back to the shooting range and show you what I was able to achieve with this gun at 55 yards. And then we'll get down to business. Effecto! That's 50 yards, shooting upwards, hold under, got him. That is 45 yards. They wouldn't give up nesting inside that place. I reduced the frame rate of my camera to 60 per second, so I hope the image is good enough to give you an idea. Holding under. And I got him. Okay, that's about 37 yards. As you can see, it's upward incline again. I'm gonna hold under. Oh, that was a 60-yard shot. Excellent. Oh yeah, she's given birth. Just check out her belly. 45 yards. That was a 47-yard shot by Daniel, and this is where it landed, or more like ditched. I couldn't find a pitchfork or a shovel, no tools at all, so I have to improvise. Pushed it in the corner, and now comes the tricky part. Wow man, this is the very first try. Very good. Now I couldn't record where it hit the ground. Time for a refill, and I'm using my Edgun Leshy 9 bottle with a Scandinavian arms valve. That's 61 yards. Okay, follow up on that second one. stop moving, man. Oh, there is the follow-up on the second one. Well, isn't she greedy? Would be 46 yards. Daniel took the shot before I could even state the distance. And again, that very same rooftop. Oh, it just froze. Okay, let's see that one again. Can you take two? No? Oh, that's fairly close. Thinking something like 30 yards. I don't even have the time to measure the distance. Shooting offhand. It's getting late, there's not much daylight left, so some final words about the Effecto PX-5. It's really an effective gun, so the brand name is spot on. But there is one particular feature that I don't like. You cannot decock this gun. Let me show you. Usually with air guns, when the cocking lever or bolt is back, if you hold it and pull the trigger, you can slightly push it forward, and then the hammer is on top of the valve without hitting it. The gun is no longer cocked, it's no longer live, and it's safe. With this very gun, if the bolt is back and you pull the trigger, nothing happens. I think this is a safety feature that Effecto came up with, but if you cock this gun, you have to take the shot. But there is also an advantage to this feature. If the bolt is back and you accidentally pull the trigger, it's not going to engage the hammer and blow up an O-ring into your face or something. But like I already said, I'm not going to lie, I prefer to be able to decock the gun. Yeah, take your time, don't be in a hurry.